for those of you who are new to Doc Reid and Lex, you know you got to go out and you have got to get this free book. This is my book, The Forbidden Secrets of the Goodie Box, which your father didn't tell you and your mother didn't know. It is free, and it's my gift from me to you. And in terms of relationships, if you're getting started or you trying to recover from being a crack diamond, yeah, we'll get into that later. Go to my website, ChristopherReid.org, and that's where you can download it. And they'll tell you, somebody will put out there, it's a great read. It's a great book, no hidden gizmos. And if you follow Lexi and you don't follow me, shame on you. Shame on you, okay? Because she don't always get out here with me. Lexi's busy. So y'all follow me at the Doc Reid, because sometimes I be dropping pearls and nuggets and y'all miss them, okay? God's not pleased with that, all right? Okay. So as everybody gets ready to come in the room, this is one that I appreciate you too, Reverend. This is one that someone, I don't even know where I got it from, but basically the question was, what happens, thank you, Blue Wolf, I'm glad you started following me. What happens when you have a guy who messed up, whatever he did, you cut him loose, and he changes, you let him back in your life, and then that jerk reverts back to doing the same old mess that he was doing before. Now, you feel like you got bamboozled, okay? What's going on here? Well, it happens, ladies. It really happens. And it's a big problem. It's a big problem. But I'm going to tell you tonight why it happens and what you need to do when it happens, okay? Now, let me say this, okay, out the gate. All right, ladies. Like when a guy comes back and he's pursuing you hard, okay? All right, you cannot expect, all right, this is just across the board. You cannot expect a guy to keep up that momentum, okay, at his peak. Okay, because we're hunters, all right? So as we're pursuing, all right, if you got a guy, I like to make things very basic, so I like to make my examples very basic, okay? If you're, we're talking about hunters and gatherers. You got a guy out there, he's searching for a lion or whatever he's hunting for. Okay, while he's pursuing that thing, he's intense, he's locked in, okay? He's locked and loaded. But after he gets what he's hunting for, okay, I don't need that same intensity, all right? It's kind of like that for guys. So don't expect him to have that same fervor, all right? It's very uncomfortable, and we just can't sustain it. We can't do it. But it doesn't mean, okay, this is what it doesn't mean, ladies. It doesn't mean that you should not be a priority. It just means that he shifts his focus from trying to pursue you and obtain you, and now he's trying to make a future for you. You feel what I'm saying? So you're still the focus, but the energy, all right, the goal shifts, but it's with you in mind. Okay, so I can see in the spirit realm, the faces of the people, and I can see that hit home. That was good to somebody. That blessed somebody on this evening. Okay, so I'm gonna say it again because I think it bears repeating. All right, I don't know why I'm talking like that, but he shifts his focus from pursuing you. All right, then after he catches you, so to speak, now he's trying to set up a future for you. Okay, the two of you. All right, so now, like I told you, it's natural for a guy to kind of pull back on that intensity of pursuing you, but at the same time, you shouldn't go into neglect. Okay, that's the problem. Once he starts neglecting you, once he starts taking you for granted, once he starts treating you like you're an option, now you have a major problem. Now, keep in mind, this is a scenario where y'all were together. All right, something happened. He showed his behind. Okay, maybe he cheated. Maybe, y'all was arguing all the time. Maybe he was disrespectful. Whatever, doesn't matter. You had it up to here. You said, I can't take it no more. You dumped him. You got rid of him. Okay, and then he comes crawling back. It happens all the time. All right, yeah, Blue Wolf, Code Red. Now, the problem is when you're dating, and you start to notice suddenly after he done came back and he begged and pleaded and said, I won't do it again. I've seen the error of my ways. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. All of that, right? Just happened. Julia said it just happened. Okay. Then he's going strong. He's going hard. for man, you're like, man, the boy, can these bones live? Well, they definitely sure seem like they can, because he's definitely out here doing it. You know what I mean? And he's not missing a beat. Slowly, things start to change. Okay? Some of the phone calls that you was getting, he was Johnny on the spot. Yep. Now they slow up. All right? And then he said, I'll call you. You don't hear from him for a day. First starts out a day. Then maybe 2 days. I'm coming over. You don't see him. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, the excuses, they ain't even really worth mentioning. But here's the thing. Now, here is the thing. Okay, take notice. When he changes, guess what? You stay the same. You don't change. All right? Now, that's a problem. Because, why is that a problem? Because, ladies, you got to understand, we respond to action. All right? We respond to behavior. We can care less about words. So you could yell at us, oh, you said you was going to do this, and you said you was going to do that, and I don't know what, but at the same time, you're still doing the same. You're still predictable. Okay? You're still calling when you say you're going to call. He ain't. You're still showing up when you say you're going to show up. He don't. Okay? So you're conditioning him to believe that I'm going to get rewarded regardless. She's not going to change. All right? So whether I do good, I do bad, I still get the reward. Now, let me help you understand men just a little bit better, ladies. We function off of the reward system. All right? Reward system. What does that mean? Just a good word. All right. That means that, okay, think about men. We're very goal-oriented. All right? So everything that men like to do, when we work, okay, we want that paycheck. All right, we trying to get a particular position. When we do sports, football, it's all about winning. It's all about the goal. All right, that's the reward. So if we're dating you and we start acting a complete, okay, we was doing good. Remember, we pursued you. We came back. We said we'll change. We seen the error of our ways was doing good. Then we changed back slowly but surely. And you still continue to do what you've been doing for us, all right, we're still being rewarded. Now, if you change it, because I like to be very practical. He said he was going to call you, he don't call you. Now, when he does call you, you don't answer, okay? All right, he doesn't get the reward. Or maybe you answer and you say, hey, gonna be around for a little while? I'm gonna call you back. Sure. I'll call you back maybe the day after tomorrow. You didn't say when you was gonna call him back, did you? See, he's not getting the reward. Okay? I want to make sure that you're getting this, because once we feel like we are no longer in control, we're in the driver's seat, now our attention has to shift back to find out why. Okay? And so when you don't make that change, you don't make that adjustment, you make him believe that everything is all right. I'm getting what I want. Look at it like this, ladies. And I was telling this to a client of mine the other day. If a guy has a huge meal, 7-course meal, huge, okay? And he sits back, he's full. Just belly, he got to undo the pants, because he's about to pop out at the seams. All right, he's not going to be hungry for a while. And ladies, that's oftentimes what y'all do. Y'all give a guy a 7-course meal all the time. He's always full, no matter what. How would you act if you knew no matter what you did, if you worked, didn't work, you had a great meal waiting for you? It's the same thing. Let that joker starve for a little bit. Do you know how motivated you are when you're hungry? No, see, some of y'all been prosperous all your life, but some of y'all have not always been on the mountaintop. If you ever been showing up hungry, okay, in your broke days, if I could put some ketchup on that joker, it might be, what do you think? You know what I mean? A rock, Reverend, it's a rock, but it don't matter. Listen, cannibalism. You looking at George like, George, man, listen, I bet with hot sauce on you, bruh, you know what I mean? If you show enough, see, some of y'all ain't never been hungry, okay? I'm trying to tell you now, just see it in the spirit. All right, once you take away from him that thing that you've been feeding him and letting him get fat off of, then you're going to have his attention. Okay, because think about what you did. Why did he come back to you to begin with? Because you said, I'm sick and tired, I'm done, I'm fed up. Okay, I can't take anymore. You keep lying to me, I can't take it. So what happened? He had that 7-course meal, and then after a while, it wore off. He looked around, wasn't nobody coming with no more food. He's like, well, where's she at? That joker got hungry. And you was like, no, I'm not doing it. Ronald, go on now. Okay, I said I'm done. You had your chance. And he said, no, come on. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. He hungry. He is hungry. And that's why, hey, he working for his food. He doing everything you want him to do. But you let that joker get fat again. No motivation. None. None whatsoever. So I'm telling you, if you know this is you right now, yeah, Ronald, it just seemed like a good name. I felt it in my spirit. So if you know this is you right now, you let him come back in. Okay. Romello, what's up, homie? You let him come back in. And he's doing the same thing that he was doing before. You know he is. And you know that you have not changed. Okay? And I'm telling you what to do right now. And you still, like, oh my God, it's so hard. I want to do it, but because then now we scared. We ate up with fear because when we let him go, it wasn't easy. You struggled. You know what I'm saying? You got into a crackhead diamond phase. Okay, it happens. All right. And you're thinking about, I don't want to go back to that. Maybe I can. And see, some of you do this. Maybe he'll see that I'm so in it to win it. Maybe he see that I'm committed, that he'll change. It'll motivate him to do something better and different. He'll see that I'm really a good woman. Some of y'all have that I'm a real good woman complex syndrome. And you think somehow he's just supposed to pick up on that. No, he says, I'm getting a 7-course meal. I will never go hungry. She'll continue to do what I want her to do. You deserve what you get. Don't be fearful. Yes, don't be fearful. And so for some of y'all that say, I can't do it, I want to do it, you're thirsty. Yeah, you are in Thirstyville, okay? You are dehydrated, Reverend. You are so thirsty, you know what I'm saying? You ever just be so thirsty, you just take a 2-liter by the head, you know what I mean? That's where ain't no shame in it. It is what it is, because you're fearful. You ate up with fear. And my thing is this. Don't be thirsty. Don't be needy. Don't be that person, okay? But at the same time, I know that's easy for me to say. And you said, Doc, I get that. But it's real out here. I'm really ate up with fear. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to go back to, not having nobody. At least if I got to be in this hell with him, so to speak. Streets and all of that. Okay, let me tell you something. And I'm talking to you, the one who's thinking like that. All right? And this is why I come out here week after week after week. Alexi and I do this, all right? You need to hit me up because I need to talk some sense into you, all right? I'll let you lean on my strength, okay? We'll do a 30-minute consultation, all right? Find out everything that's going on. Get to the root cause of what's going on with you. Why are you in that place of going around that mountain and you can't pull away, all right? And then we'll set up a coaching program to help you get out of there, okay? Because a lot of times it ain't just no quick, I come out here with these little ghetto relationship sermons, whatever. But it's you going to need more than that, straight up. For real, that's real talk. All right. And for those of you, seriously, who are interested, I've been talking about this week after week after week. My group coaching thing. Now, this, I really think is going to be powerful. Why? Because when you have a group of women together supporting each other and you see, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of value in seeing that somebody else is going through the same hell that you're going through. To see that somebody else has made what you consider to be the same stupid mistakes that you made. So what that does is it takes a little bit of that embarrassment edge off. And you say, wait a minute, maybe I ain't so crazy. She's dealing with what I'm dealing with. And then y'all support each other. Okay, we all support each other. Look, it's going to be 3 months, ladies. 3 months of intense, serious coaching and support. All right. What did I say? You, your boo to I do. Your baggage, unloading it, getting rid of it. The next phase is learning about men, what your father didn't tell you, your mother didn't know. The last phase is the love that lasts a lifetime. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I've been married 21 years. You know what I'm saying? I can at least help you get up to there. You feel me? All right? and some folks can't get past 21 days. You know what I mean? So my thing is, let's learn how to pull this together. Now, here's what I have to say about that, ladies. I've had some of you out there, wonderful women, hit me up about the coaching. Please don't send me an email asking, can you send me more information about the coaching? No, I cannot. Here's what I can do. We can get on the phone and I can explain to you how the program is. Why do I say that? Because you, first of all, have to be qualified. Okay? I have to make sure you're committed, because I've had people reach out to me and say, send me some information. I say, well, let's talk about it. Let me explain it to you. I ain't hear nothing from them. That's not a person I'm interested in, because you've already showed me faithful in little. You're not faithful in much, Reverend. And I'm not mad at you. I love you. I'm going to still come out here every week and be for you. You're just not right for this, though. You know what I'm saying? You're just not. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you in love. You're just not. So I'm talking about the people who are showing up ready to make that commitment. That's who I want to talk to. If it's you, then so be it. So I think October, because I'm almost at that 10, we're going to start up. All right. And I'm going to send out even an email this weekend, just doing another head count. So if you are interested, hit me up, okay, so that we can have a little, it'll take about 15, 20 minutes. You know, it ain't going to be too deep. What's the number? Hey, go to my website, ChristopherReid.org, okay, and send me a message. Or if you have problems, just Chris@ChristopherReid.org, okay? I'm trying to tell you, I'm excited about it. It's going to be dope. All right, so listen, Lexi, I just feel that you're full tonight.
I got nothing.
I feel that you're full on this morning.
The feeling is
and
wrong.
That you have something that you can share with God's people. Come on. What do you mean, no?
I got nothing.
No. Okay. Let me see what I can find. Lexi says this every week, y'all. She says she has nothing. Okay. Then it's like an hour later, right?
Hey.
Okay. I'm going to pull something out of the hat for y'all that, I think Lexi could help y'all with. And try to tie it into what we talked about on tonight. Lexi, talk to us about how your fears can cause you, your fears that you develop from the past can cause you to miss your blessings in the future. I just feel the Holy Spirit leading us in that direction on tonight.
Chris is a jerk. What's up, everybody? I was vacuuming before we started, so I got my little hair wrap on. But yeah, so shifting subjects. Yeah, so I have a few fears. I'm gonna put it out there. Hey, Mike, shut it up. He's doing a lot. He's yelling. Bless you, son. So yeah, I have a few fears. Thank you, Chris, for that. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
That's what I do. I'm a jerk.
Yep. So got a few fears from being in I love you guys too, from being in my past relationship, because when you go through something, the next time you go into something, your whole thing is, don't want to go through that again. I want to find my mistakes and I don't want to repeat them. And my big thing is, I don't want to waste a whole lot of time. So that's my big one, is that I don't want to waste time. My last relationship was 4 years. I ain't got another 4 in me. I don't want to do another 4 and then it ends up in disaster. Don't want to do that. So as soon as I see something, I run. Got my track shoes on.
For the hills.
And I'm running. I'm running for my life. If anybody asks you, what's the matter with me? Tell them I'm saved. Listen, sanctified. Holy Ghost. Listen, fire baptized. I got Jesus on my side, and I'm doing what? I'm running for my life. That's what I'm doing. And so I've been talking to Chris a lot lately, because there is a gentleman that is, awesome. But, stop, Chris. But like anybody else, he's not perfect. Nobody is. But because of what I've been through, I'm taking all of my baggage and I'm doing this. I'm looking for I'm looking for issues and problems and just it's a mess. And Chris is working
A
with me.
prophet.
Chris is a prophet. I'm gonna be honest with you. Chris told me some things over the weekend and last week. Did they not happen? Like he said. Because, you know, Chris is the perfect person. If you want to know what a guy is thinking, ladies, all you got to do is hit him up. And I kept saying, no, that ain't it. Or I said, well, that may be it. Or, you know, I was all over the place because I'm just scared. I'm like, I'm a scared rabbit. And it's wabbit season. And so, but come to find out, Chris hit the nail on the head like he's a prophet. And so that's where I am. I'm scared out of my skull. What was the question again? Because I'm rambling. This is what I get talking about fears.
The past can cause you to miss I think I said the blessings of the future or something like that.
And I'm telling you, it will make me miss it. It will make me, and I see it. The thing is, I see the train wreck happening. I see myself doing dumb stuff. I see it, but I can't stop myself because I got a little fear on me. Because I'm not for the games. I'm not for the reindeer games. I'm not for the foolishness. I'm not, oh, what?
And you don't want to be vulnerable. You don't want, it's like you want, like I told you, you want that payday loan kind of love. 100% collateral.
I don't want to put myself out there right now. But it doesn't work like that. I don't want to be vulnerable. Real talk. I mean, I'm being like super transparent right now. Really don't want to be vulnerable, but yet he's giving. And sometimes a nigga get tired. They don't want to keep giving and keep giving and keep giving, and you're not giving.
It's very uncomfortable for a guy to be that vulnerable that long and not get nothing back.
And it's like, I just want to kick it. I want to get out there, have a good time.
Be safe.
Be safe. To be told I'm beautiful. And, you know, just want to be posted up. You know, all that. But there's attachment on his part and mine. And he wants me to express more of it. And I'm like, it's a lot going on, Reverend.
Somebody said, how do you trust again then?
How do you trust again? I just shut up, Chris. I gotta jump in. Either I'm gonna meet him halfway or I'm not. Either I'm gonna jump out again into the deep or no. And I'm gonna let somebody else, because let me tell you something, he's a good one, and somebody else is gonna snap that nigga up.
He will cut your grass.
He's fine. He's amazing. Did I mention he was fine? Okay.
Yeah, you said that, preacher.
Did I mention anything about his back or his chest?
No, but we caught that. I think that's wrapped in it.
Because it's everything. So. It's everything. Beautiful smile. The first one to say I'm sorry. First one to reach out if we have a disagreement. And still, I'm like, so somebody said rebound. I thought about that. Could it be a rebound or whatever? No, because rebounds, I can take you or leave you. Listen, I'm a grown woman all day long. And I know a rebound when I see it and when I feel it. I'm a grown woman, and I can be like, oh, this is just, can we talk for real?
Yes.
Okay, well then I know when I'm playing and when I'm not, when I'm in it and when I'm not. This one I can't walk away from. This one here I can't. Usually, you know, I'm like a cat and you a ball of yarn. I can play with you and be like, this ain't that. And that's what bothers me because I'm a G. I can walk away. My walk away is the best. Word? Yeah. It's I got a good walk away plan. I'm the queen of fade to black. Can't really fade to black on this one. And that's what bothers me. So that tells me that something is invested, and but yet I'm running, but yet I can't go too far. And so I'm in a weird place. But I decided, and I made up in my mind, that if I'm going to go, I'm going to go ahead and go. And so I'm going, and I am very scared.
And let me say this. You know, there are a lot of guys
Hold on.
that
Hold on.
Mhm.
Go.
There are a lot of guys, ladies, that are good guys, great guys. I mean, they're just as terrified as you are. And the reason that I harp so much on getting healed and getting past your fears and your stuff is because you can find a great guy that you're looking for enough evidence to prove to you that he's the one and he's not going to hurt you. But in reality, because
Right.
you're so walled up, there's not enough evidence on this side of glory, okay, to make you feel comfortable, safe, and secure in your fearful, terrified place. Okay? That's the reality. So you got to come out of those old wineskins, because we can't put this new wine in that. You can't hold it. You still got that old, fearful, guarded, walled up mindset, okay? But you want to put this new situation in it. I'm sorry, it's not going to work. You're going to have to come out from among them, okay?
Wow.
Come out from all this baggage and all this damage that you have, and you got to change, okay? Now, I get it if you don't know how to change. That's a real, that's honest. That's true, okay? That's why I come out here, okay? To be a conduit for change, okay? To be that resource for somebody to reach out to. But ladies, I understand that guys do a lot of foul stuff, but it ain't always on the dudes. You know, let's keep it 100, ladies. I mean, come on, y'all, we family. You know what I'm saying? We come out here every week. It ain't always on the guys. It's some good dudes out here. All right? Let me tell y'all something. She talked about this guy always apologizes, always says, I'm sorry first. That ain't easy for no dude. It's hard for guys to be vulnerable. It is. We're not wired to be vulnerable. We're wired to be conquerors, period. And to let down a wall where we can get bamboozled and jacked up, that ain't easy. I'm not saying we won't do it and can't do it. I said it's not easy. So if you always want him to put in, but you ain't putting in on this, then that's a problem. You out of order. You straight out of order. Like real talk.
So I was out of order, Chris?
Huh?
I was out of order?
You was really out of order. I think I told you, Reverend, that ain't fair. Yeah, sometimes, and you know, Lex, see, what y'all don't get a chance to see, y'all don't see Lexi's little girl come out. When her little girl comes out, it's the funniest. I almost feel like I'm watching something I ain't supposed to be seeing or something. Because Lexi's personality is so big and it's so strong. Y'all know how Lex is, man. When her little girl come out, it's just all sheepish and I know. You know, it's like Reverend. And so you got to be gentle. You know, you can't beat up on her because she's already tenderhearted in that moment. You know what I mean? So she gets it. But that's one of the things I love about Lex is when you tell her, I tell her what it is, you know what I'm saying? She may buck and fight a little bit just only because that fear. But once she gets it, it is what it is. You know, she concedes. Because one thing I say about Lex always wants to do and be better. Period. And if she knows what I'm telling her is going to make her better, she's like, I may be afraid, I may be whatever, but I'll do it. You know what I mean? And I love that about her. Now, you know, we got some time and we got some years and we got some history together. Okay? So I'm just telling you, ladies, don't allow your failures and your fears of the past, okay, to make you miss out on an amazing, bright, wonderful future. Okay, but Reverend, you gotta leave. You can't take that old stuff into the promised land. That's why God is willing to let that old mindset die out, because I'm not going to take that old thing into a new thing.
That's right. That's good.
It can't live. It can't thrive. There's so many examples of old can't dwell with the new. You can't put new wine in old wineskins. Okay, it's all the same concept. It's not going to happen. So because all you're going to do is jack it up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing about nobody, but you ever seen people with a certain mindset? They try to revitalize a certain neighborhood, all right, in a certain area, and they build brand new houses and everything, but you put a certain mindset in those brand new houses and give it about 5 years' time, the grass ain't going to be cut, okay? Cars is going to be up on blocks. You feel what I'm saying? The houses are going to look a mess. These was brand new cribs. So I'm just saying, when you take that, if you don't change the mind, that's all we got. As a man thinketh in his heart, okay, all things are possible to those who believe. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth, all you have is your mind. If you don't renew that, make it new again, preacher, okay, you're going to keep on repeating the mistakes of the past, period. You can try to play games with yourself, double talk yourself and, dress it up. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, preacher. That's an afro. We was doing that in the 70s. That's all you kids. Y'all wearing afros. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. Okay? So my thing is, just be real with yourself. Have that real conversation with yourself. We're going to keep coming out here as long as the Lord let us. You know what I'm saying? And keep providing this for you. Maybe he'll even provide a bigger platform for it, because people need it, straight up. People need it.
Somebody keeps asking, how do you balance between giving grace to a dude yet still having expectations? How do you balance giving a dude grace but still have expectations?
The one of the biggest, one of the biggest things that you have to do is be healed yourself. And what I mean by that is, when you can see yourself, because you're healed and you're whole, then you can see when somebody else is dysfunctional and jacked up, and you're not in these codependent relationships. See, a lot of y'all just in codependent relationships. You know what I mean? You needy yourself, and then he needy. Or y'all have your own dysfunction, but y'all put that dysfunction together, so that's what you draw to yourself. Okay? Like attract like, right? And I'm not saying that you, the person who asked the question, that you crazy or nothing. But I'm just saying, oftentimes that's what's happening. So oftentimes for somebody who can see, who's healed, listen, Reverend, if I'm healthy, you're not going to be coughing and hacking all up in my face. I'm not coming around you, preacher. Call me when you well. Okay? No, man, listen. I don't want that. Okay? But we'll do that. We'll go around sick. Okay, people sick in their emotions, and they're not whole. We'll go around them all day long. Because Reverend, I got the same flu you got. Okay, so my thing is, if you're healthy, that person who's wilding out and tripping, it ain't about no grace. It's about, Reverend, you're not well. I'm out. I'll see you when you get better. I mean, it's really that simple, because I'm trying to tell you, when you get there, you have very little tolerance for BS. You have no tolerance for it when it's not the real deal. Okay? And it's hard. It may look the same. Okay? And if you're not healed yourself, you may think, okay, this good guy looks like this bad guy, but listen, I'm trying to tell you, it won't bear witness with your Holy Ghost, Reverend. You'll know, Reverend, down in your inner man or your inner woman, okay, what it is. All right. So anyway, that's my long-winded answer. That's how I feel about old dudes, how he's really sick. You know what? I like that coughing analogy. Sometimes I come up with a pretty good one. I enjoy it myself. Hey. It blesses me. Hey. So I'm gonna reach around and pat my own self on the back. God bless me. Yes.
Yes.
Scripture says, let another praise you.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Any more questions? Or y'all can put some stuff out there, suggestions. I got some real good stuff that I've written down. I'm going to be addressing over the next several weeks. For those of you who are just joining us, make sure if you're new to Lexi and Doc Reid Relationship Scope, make sure you go to my website, get this free book. It's the PDF or the Kindle version. Download it, Forbidden Secrets of the Goodie Box, which your father didn't tell you and your mother didn't know. Yes. Okay. Website is here. ChristopherReid.org. Get it. All right. And if you have any problems with it, email me at chris@christopherreid.org. If you didn't get that, watch the replay and catch it on that. So is there anything else, woman of God?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Read 4 things a woman wants from a man. Okay, you see that? Say, read 4 things a woman wants from a man, Lex.
Yeah.
It's a book. When is part 2 coming? That is a great question, preacher. And I've been beat up about that many times. And I wish I had an answer for you. All I can do is do TD Jakes. It's coming. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm so sorry.
Please don't do that no more.
It's coming. You know that I'm sorry. All I need is just that.
Yeah.
Right there in the middle.
Let it go.
I could knock off a great TD Jakes imitation. But I need that right here.
No,
yeah.
No.
I mean, to sell it.
Good night, everybody.
I'm just saying.
Good night.
I apologize. All right. Good night. Night, diamonds.